It's time to crown the Longines EEF Series champions. The final is on this Sunday, September 8th, and it's gearing up to be a thrilling event as we will see 11 teams battle it out for European Nations Cup glory. Welcome to Horsebytes, your go-to source for keeping up with the show jumping world. In a special edition of our show, Horsebytes is previewing the Longines EEF Series, which will have its final on this coming Sunday, September 8th in Warsaw, Poland. The series acts as a Division II Nations Cup league, giving development prospects to all nations who are part of the European Equestrian Federation. Unlike in years past, the series is a standalone league that offers no promotions or relegations and is designed to support upcoming riders and horses by providing them opportunities to compete for their country and be in the team environment while accessing high-quality competition. It's a great place for both younger, less experienced riders and horses to gain experience and compete on the world stage. This year alone, we saw a few exceptional 8-year-old horses and a whole host of up-and-coming 9-year-olds compete in the series, many of whom, I presume, will become future superstars of our sport. The series saw 29 different European nations vie for a spot in the final, with 10 teams plus the host nation of Poland earning a coveted position in Sunday's final, with both Luxembourg and Monaco making their series debuts. Let's take a quick look at how the series works as we give you a rundown of the qualification system. Last year's final was won by Austria, who will undoubtedly hope to achieve back-to-back results. With only 5 double clear rounds recorded at last year's event, this year's final promises to be a challenging test for the newer pairs. Overall, throughout the series so far, we saw 811 rounds of jumping, amounting to 312 clear rounds and 79 double clears. We saw the Netherlands win 3 of the 8 qualifiers with an incredible performance in the semifinals in Budapest, where all 4 riders jumped double clear rounds. And despite the series offering opportunities for all European nations, it's no big surprise that the Western European nations are still the strongest in our sport, even with less mature rosters. In fact, Slovakia is the only Eastern European nation that qualified for the final. But with thrilling action throughout the series, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the qualifiers as we prepare for the final showdown. Now for a breakdown of the strongest teams coming into Sunday's final. Of course, this is show jumping and anything can happen, but going off the stats, the Netherlands, Sweden, and Italy look like the strongest teams. The Netherlands will be represented by Michael Greeve, Hessel Hoekstra, Lars Kersten, Ruben Romp, and Mel Tyson. After dominating qualifications, the Dutch are surely fired up and hoping to keep up the momentum. With Greeve and Kersten anchoring the team as seasoned meter 60 riders, up-and-coming phenom Hessel Hoekstra is sure to perform with 7 Grand Prix wins already under his belt this season alone, and tapped as one of the most talented young riders in the world, he is certainly one to watch. Sweden is bringing out some big guns as well with Angelica Augustsson Zanotelli, Erika Lickhammer van Helmond, Karine Martensen, and Ida Sellen. Augustsson Zanotelli has already represented her home nation on 14 championship teams and 17 Nations Cups, so her experience is sure to lead Sweden on their quest for the 2024 title. And with Lickhammer van Helmond having competed in over 204 career Grand Prix and hailed as one of the sport's top horse developers, the Swedes are looking very strong. But don't count out Italy yet. Because fielding one of the most experienced rosters in the event with Piergiorgio Bucci, Emanuele Camilli, Giulia Montenegro Marche, Carolina Palmucci, and Alberto Zorzi representing, the star power is undeniable. Bucci a mainstay on the meter 60 international circuit, Camilli fresh off his performance at the Paris Olympics, Montenegro Marche as Italy's top-ranked female rider, and Zorzi with an individual fourth-place finish from the European Championships in Gothenburg. And with the team winning the qualifier in Athens, the Italians look to be bringing in the big guns. Have a listen to what PG had to say heading into this weekend's final.
We are here with a very strong team. We came here 2 times and we won 2 times. Like we say in Italy, there is no 2 without 3.
But beyond the teams, let's take a look at some of the individual riders who have had exceptional seasons and will be hoping to help their teams finish on the podium. 21-year-old British rider Oliver Fletcher, who helped Great Britain to a 3rd-place finish at the Luxembourg qualifier before heading to the Young Rider European Championships just 6 weeks later and taking the individual gold, will be looking for a strong performance on Sunday with his top mount, Hello William. Irish rider Francis Derwin, who earned the silver at European Young Riders Championships just behind Fletcher, will also hope to step up for his country. He'll also be supported by 2 young female athletes, Jessica Burke, who's currently the highest-ranked female Irish athlete, and Jenny Rankin, who have been making a big splash on the scene in recent months as the typical all-male Irish team is getting a much-needed female update. It's been over 13 years since a female athlete has been on a senior championships team for Ireland, so hopefully these 2 women are paving the way for the future. With €200,000 up for grabs and an extra $50,000 bonus to be split between the double clears, Sunday's final is shaping up to be a spectacular indicator of the future of our sport. Countless riders and horses have developed through the series over the years, proving that the philosophy of promoting younger horses gaining experience and older horses providing their younger riders with experience is really a worthy series for our sport. The series operates solely out of Europe and offers something that other regions should really emulate: a stepping stone for young athletes and a place to move promising horses up from the 3 to the 4-star level. Participation and success in the series has proven incredible over the years, producing solid team horse-rider combinations that developed into regular features for their nations. For example, last year's Austrian team member Katharina Romberg brought along her young horse Colestis Cambridge through the series that earned them a place at the Paris Olympics this past summer. Polish rider Adam Grzegorczewski also went on to represent his country at the Paris Games. The 9-year-old Chuck Marienshoff Zed from Lars Kersten has shown form throughout the series and recently stepped up to jump his first meter 55 Grand Prix with excellent results. And he's certainly a strong contender for this year's Horse of the Year. And last year, Lord Mex, ridden by Greek team rider Angelos Touloupis, who won the Horse of the Year for the series, went on to compete in the 2024 FEI World Cup Finals in Riyadh and has also already achieved qualification for the upcoming 2025 FEI Jumping European Championships in La Coruña, Spain, really demonstrating the progression horses can make when they build a solid competition foundation. Perhaps prospective buyers will be watching for their next superstars, or owners enjoying the progression of their animals. But one thing is certain, Chef de Keeps will be keeping a watchful eye on team participation as they begin to develop their future senior Nations Cup teams. This year's final will take place on Sunday, September 8th at 11 a.m. local time in Warsaw, Poland, where the 11 finalists will battle it out for national glory. As we saw throughout the qualifiers, home court advantage has played a role as both the Swiss and Dutch won on home turf. So will Poland take the title at home? Or will the Austrians retain their title? Or will we see a new victor crowned? Make sure to tune in and check out all of the action as we see the future of our sport unfold. Well, that's a wrap on this week's special preview of the Longines EEF Series final. But stay tuned for new episodes of Horse Bytes starting next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central European Time, noon Eastern Standard. But before we go, have a look at the hobby horse competition also taking place at the event in Warsaw this weekend, and make sure to cheer on your favorite human hobby horse. Stay tuned to all of our socials. Make sure to subscribe and follow along all the action as it unfolds here on Horse Bytes, your go-to source for keeping up with the show jumping world.